Can we just take a minute to talk about growing up? I'm sure when we were all kids, we couldn't wait to be grown-ups. I'm sure that's just a universal thing. But holy shit, now that I'm an actual grown-up dude, I regret ever thinking that. Let's start off with the reason why I wanted to be a grown-up. I wanted money, okay? Because then I could buy all the candy I wanted, the video games I wanted, pretty much whatever I wanted I could buy. And that was my logic back then. I was like, oh, if I'm a grown up, I'll just have money and I'll buy whatever I want, right? But then, but then I actually grew up and I started making money, started working. And at first I didn't mind working. It was actually kind of cool. It was a new experience. And I still kind of enjoy working. It's not like I hate working. But now I realize why grown-ups, well, why we as grown-ups always have to think about what we buy. You see, the major problem is that I don't know how to manage my money, okay? My financial decisions are god-awful. Like, one of my biggest money drainers, if you want to call it that, is going out to eat. I go out to eat pretty much every day. And I need to stop that because I'm losing a lot of money, okay? Because like, even if I'm only spending like, let's say, $15 every time I go out, right? 15 times 5 is gonna be, hey Siri, what's 15 times 5?
15 times 5 is 75.
That's $75 in 5 days, alright? That's a lot of money, dude. And I need to stop doing that shit. But yeah, I think one of the only like good things that well, I'm sure it's not the only good thing, but one of the best things about growing up was actually driving. I really enjoy driving because it's actually a blast to drive. Honestly, I have a stick shift car and it's pretty cool to drive it. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty fucking cool to drive it. I love that car, and but it also goes back to the whole financial thing. Because once a year, you need to go to the DMV and renew your tags. Otherwise, you cannot drive the car that you pay to drive, right? And you gotta pay other taxes amongst that. And sometimes they'll be like, hey, you know what? You gotta take your car to get emissions. And guess what? That's more money that you have to drop for something you don't want. But at the same time, you do because it's a car. Another thing that I'm not too happy about growing up is you don't have time. Like, you honestly lose so much time. Like, when I was in high school, sure, I went to school 5 days a week, and then the weekend I had to, do homework or whatever the hell. But I could go out with friends. Like, I could actually go out, like, make plans with my friends, hang out with them, do chill stuff, whatever, right? But I can't do that shit no more, dude. Like, that ain't gonna fly no more, because I pretty much work every single day of the week. And I'm saying pretty much because I don't really work every single day of the week, obviously. 2 of the days of the week I go to school, and the other ones I work. But sometimes we don't have work because the weather's bad or we're short on work. It's whatever, okay? So sometimes I do have days off. But most of the time I can't. I don't have a lot of time. And I miss that. Now, I'm not saying it's all bad. Going back to the whole money thing and working, I actually have money and I get to buy whatever I want, right? So I have a decent actual Windows computer. I have this iMac where I do most of my productive work. The Windows computer is pretty much for gaming. I have a 3DS. I have an original N64. I have not N64, SNES. I have a 3DS. I have a decent amount of things. And things I wanted and I did buy with my money. But yeah, dude, it's sad because as a kid you don't realize all of these things. Now, one of my biggest regrets, I don't want to call it a regret, but one of my biggest problems, it's not really that big of a problem, but it's the IRS, dude. Because the IRS will hunt you down and get their money back. And I completely understand, if you make money in the US, you gotta pay your taxes. Because you actually get a lot of cool benefits. Public transport, the roads get fixed, public schools. A lot of huge benefits. So I'm not saying taxes are bad. I'm just saying that it's sad to see your money just dwindle away, pretty much. Like, I don't know, dude. It's definitely a sad thing. But I don't want to make this whole video about being negative things about growing up. Actually, now that I'm a grown up, I get to do a lot of other things that I really enjoy. For example, I didn't know I like to travel. Because I never left my house or the state, as a matter of fact. But as I grew up and I became, older, I had my own money, and I had to stop asking for permission to go out with friends or whatever, I started traveling, and I would go to like Florida, Ohio, California, Texas, all these other cool places, and it's really, really enjoyable. It's pretty cool. So that's definitely a huge bonus. I like to travel every time I get a chance. Most of the times I travel when I have a break from school, because obviously I can't just take a vacation in the middle of a school semester. But yeah, if you guys don't travel and you haven't tried it before, you definitely should, because it's honestly a fun thing to do. You get to experience new things, see new things. For example, this last time that I went to Ohio, it was similar to here in Colorado, right? But at the same time, it was different, because here in Colorado, it's a lot more, I don't know what would be the right word, because I don't want to say liberal. It's a lot more open. Like, anyone can smoke weed, anyone can say what they want, and people typically respect you for whatever opinions you may have. And in Ohio, I felt like it's a little more closed, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just different. So, like, for me, a lot of things that I would typically say over here, it would be kind of a taboo thing to say over there. Now, the friends that I have there are very similar to me, and whenever we're just by ourselves, we would fuck around and say the exact same things that we would say over here. But in public, it was a completely different thing, So definitely, if you guys haven't traveled before, you definitely should. Just save up some money and travel. Get to know the world, get to know the place where you live, because it's your world and you gotta know it, Nonetheless, though, if you guys stuck around to the end of the video, I really appreciate that. Please drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe. It would mean the world to me. But until next time, don't do drugs, because drugs are bad for you.